I love what Coach Reed said in her post-game presser when she said we need to continue to fight for our institution and for our conference and for our culture. She said we're knocking on the wall, but we got to knock it down. But particularly that part about fighting for our culture. See that some may say that's going too far. Tell some idiot on Twitter say that shit. You don't get it. You don't get it. This shit is deeper than just sports. Sports is ingrained in American culture. Sports really encapsulates a lot about American culture. And with Black culture being a subgroup within the larger American culture, but being a group that has been historically discriminated against and put down like it's inferior. God damn it, shit, we are fighting for our culture. She was absolutely right. She's fighting against a notion that HBCUs are inferior while going against schools that are using Black kids. Think about that shit. You got a Black coach, Black staff, Black girls going against Black girls as players. That's all I saw come out there. Black assistant coach, but white head coach. But the white head coach for LSU had more resources, to recruit really just taller players. I can't even just say they were just necessarily just better. You know what I'm talking about? Pointer, bad motherfucker, you know what I'm talking about? But we made her shoot a bad percentage, 8 for 20. The Cherry girl, she did her thing, especially when we were running zone. You know what I'm talking about? But those other young ladies, shit, they had the height. And that helped. That's what helped them tremendously. So, but still, she was using girls from our neighborhoods. You feel me? Girls that come from our culture. So yes, it's a fight to try to attract those same girls to go back to HBCUs because that's where they used to go once upon a time. Used to be a time where it didn't matter what the hell your ass did on that court. You wasn't going to LSU, you wasn't going to Ole Miss, you wasn't going to Mississippi State, you wasn't going to Southern Miss. Your ass wasn't going. Now, I'm not saying return back to that shit. I'm definitely not saying that. People fought hard to integrate these institutions. But we got a movement going on that was sparked by continued discrimination. That was sparked in part by watching an officer kneel on a man's neck and murder him, and then seeing how this country is split on it. Like we didn't just see murder. How Black Lives Matter turns into All Lives Matter and Blue Lives Matter, and don't none of that shit matter. Don't teach slavery. Don't teach this. Don't. It just went all kind of fucking crazy. So yeah, it's a fight for our culture. For me personally, I would like to see our young men and women play for coaches and fan bases that value them on and off the court. I don't know anything about Kim Mulkey in terms of off the court. Did a little research, nothing popped up other than she did accept the trip to the White House under Donald Trump. She said that it's not about politics for her, that she just wanted, her girls be able to say they went to the White House. Cool. I'm from Mississippi. I know what Louisiana politics is like. I know there was some fans up in that motherfucker cheering for those black girls today. They don't give a fuck about those girls off the court. Why? Because you can tell how they vote. I remember my young boy who went to Mississippi State, he posted something about Donald Trump one time, one of the few times. This motherfucker don't say nothing politically. But he posted something about Donald Trump, and the motherfucker told him basically to shut up and dribble. That's long and short of it. Basically told him to shut up and dribble. He didn't give a fuck about. I just want you to go ahead and score that ball for us. It's just for the culture now. It's for the culture. So when Kim Mulkey says that she told Coach Reed that she won't be at Jack State long unless they pay her, she said that as a compliment to Coach Reed, saying that you the big shit, basically. You know what I'm saying? You can go on these bigger schools like where I am and do your thing, get this money. Get this money. But leave your culture. It's so fucked up that so many of us had to face that. It's so fucked up that so many of us had to face making sure you take care of your family and make sure you go get this opportunity, but also staying down with your people. God damn it, can I have both? Can I have both? I know that's what I'm trying to do, is get both. I stepped away from an opportunity in which I was going to have to say no to many aspects of my culture and silence myself when it came to my culture being attacked and done wrong. I was going to have to be a politician, basically. It would have gave me enough money to be firmly in the Mississippi upper middle class. But that's not what I want to do. I want this money now. But I don't want to get this money and have to change who I am and hide who I am and hide what I believe in and act like I'm blind to all these issues. I don't want to do that. So I chose to fight for my culture while simultaneously fighting for this money. That's what I'm hoping Coach Reed does. I'm hoping that she doesn't listen to Kim Mulkey. First of all, because Kim Mulkey obviously just be talking. She said that in her post-game presser. Somebody asked her, did she say to Coach Reed, they thought they saw Kim Mulkey say to Coach Reed, I don't know how we won that game. And she was like, I said that? Oh, well, I say a lot of things to opposing coaches, after they lose, or something to that effect. Basically saying she tried to show compassion, so she should be saying shit. You know what I'm saying? She even said sometimes you didn't lose, the time just ran out. Basically saying she just be bullshitting and be nice. So Cole, maybe that other shit was bullshit, Cole Reed. Maybe she was just bullshitting with that as well. You know what I'm talking about? Just talking. Cause your ass damn near gave her a heart attack. You feel me? And she trying to brush that shit off like it wasn't nothing. Hopefully you don't listen to that, Cole. Hopefully you listen to the recruiting pitch I gave you previously. I told you you're gonna change the culture and get your motherfucking money. You understand? You're gonna change the culture and get your motherfucking money. You're gonna put on for our culture, you feel me? Elevate our culture even more and get your money. Watch it. It's here now. We just gotta, as a people, be on one accord with this shit, man. We gotta be on one accord. I'm talking about from the top, from the Tyler Perrys, the Oprahs, all those motherfuckers, all the way down, bro. We gotta be on one accord. Shit. If there's a discrepancy in the bag, we got to be able to go to these motherfuckers in these leagues. Y'all see what they're giving us? They're giving us what they've always given us, goddamn entertainment. Because sports is entertainment as well. So these motherfuckers have been able to get this bag and entertainment, goddamn it, we ought to be able to turn to them in situations like that. Hey, man. Because that's how they pay these other coaches, through boosters. That's how they do it. Through boosters. Okay? So we ought to be able to turn to these black brothers and sisters that got the bag. Shit, you be a booster. You understand? And that's another reason why we need more of the top-notch athletes coming on through these HBCUs, because then when they have ties to these institutions and ties to the culture, now when they drop a bag off, they're going to drop it off on Jack State and Tennessee State and Grambling and Southern and FAMU. They're going to drop the bags there, and then shit, you won't have a motherfucker in the goddamn line, post-game line, telling Coach Reed to dip out, basically, go get the bag. She can say to them, I ain't got to go nowhere because they're going to give me the bag where I am. And I can be with my people. Maybe she said that. I don't know. But Coach wouldn't even fix her mouth to say that shit. You understand? Because clearly, you give Coach Reed that budget that Kim Mulkey got, that probably would have been a dub. And I ain't talking about W. I'm talking about 20 points or wrap. You feel me? Just here, there, another 6'5" here, another 6'4" there. You know what I'm talking about? To go what we already had. Over with. And don't get me wrong, our girls did a tremendous job. They played with heart, good, everything. It's just certain plays you just saw. Shit, we too short. Certain plays, Amisha usually got down, just do her work early, get position, turn around on that girl. Boom. That was a big ass girl down there. You feel me? Certain Deja, some of those contested shots she took, was some long ass girl. You feel me? So you chop it up to that. It ain't like Coach Mulkey did anything exotic. She was able to, she got taller black girls at her disposal. Well, that's what she got. She got taller black girls at her disposal. I need Coach Reed keep bringing them motherfuckers in like she do. Good job, Coach. Good job. You ain't got to listen to that motherfucker shit. Good job, Coach. You feel me? Because it's clear, like, you see the cultural difference, bro. Like, even in the shit talk, Coach Mulkey talking about she was made privy of the video where Coach Reed said something to the effect of, Coach Mulkey got something coming, or Coach Mulkey, here we come. I don't know, something like that. Basically, one of the girls on the team had said, Coach, why they keep matching you up with Kim Mulkey? And she was like, Kim Mulkey got something coming, or something like that. I don't know. But Kim Mulkey say she was made aware of that shit, you know what I'm saying? And she said the first thing came to her mind was a song by some motherfucker named Jim Crochet, something like that. I don't know. I've never heard this motherfucker. And Coach Mulkey know a lot of motherfuckers ain't never heard of, but she chopped it up to age. No, Coach, it's because we black. Your players didn't know that dude because they're black. I bet your players know Aretha Franklin and the Temptations and Marvin Gaye. They know them. You feel me? So then she tried to flip it to Destiny Child or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But you see the difference, man. Come on. These girls relate to Coach Reed for real, for real. You see it. These kids relate to Coach Prime. You understand? It's a difference. It's a difference culturally. So we got to keep fighting for our culture. But we got to put the money behind our culture. You got to put the support. We got to put the eyeballs on them. You got to support these motherfuckers, man. We got to keep bringing them in. Recruiting is going to be the lifeblood of it. Got to get these studs up in this motherfucker. Think about it like this. My crazy ass, dumb ass. This was dumb. It was ignorant, but I did in my childhood. And I finally corrected it, but I did it and started it in my childhood. Basically, for more than 30 years, I was a fan of the North Carolina Tar Heels, all because of Michael Jeffrey Jordan went there. There's one man going there, and I never saw him play there. Okay? But before Bulls games, I would hear them say, at guard, 6'6", from North Carolina, Michael Jordan. And that made me be a fan of them. That made me watch their motherfucking games. That made me buy their gear and all that kind of shit. So as Coach continues to fight for our culture and other HBCUs fight for the culture and start getting in these stud-ass athletes, that next kid, like I was, that kid that ends up being a fan of that player when they make it to the league and they see it come across on Sunday Night Football and they say whatever the person's name is, Jackson State, FAMU, Grambling. That's creating a fan base. That's creating a motherfucker that probably want to go to that school. As a child, I was saying I might want to go to North Carolina just because that motherfucker went there. Dumb, but that's the way kids think quite often. So we got to keep fighting for our culture, and part of that fight is bringing our children back to the HBCUs, at least competing more. So the Kim Mulkeys of the world can't just throw a bag at them or throw a big stadium at them and say, you got to come over here with me. No. No. The game is changing. But we all got to be on one accord with this shit. So hopefully, when you and yours are watching the game, whether you fuck with Jack State or not, if your ass was black, your ass should have been rooting for him, goddammit. Outside of LSU, if your baby's out there and all that kind of stuff, okay, cool, I get that. Or you went to LSU, I get that. Cool, I get that. Outside of that shit, Malcolm X said in 1964, if you're black, you ought to be thinking black. And that was in 1964. The fuck you think we ought to be doing now, 2022? So continue to fight for the culture, Coach. We're with you. It's bigger than sports. You understand? It's really for the culture. Put it on something. My kids wanted me to tell y'all to make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me across all social media platforms, like the videos, and share them. Did I forget anything?
And turn on the post notifications.
Y'all heard them. And also, visit StatementTees, LLC.com and shop with us. That's Statement Tees. Every t-shirt you wear
makes a statement.